Kombi Crew, it's been a minute, hasn't it? We have been flat out getting ready for season 2 and filming in the UK and our road trip and working at completing Boomerang, and today I want to give you guys a bit of a sneak peek at what Boomerang looks like now. It's undergone some kind of transformation, let me tell you. Loads to update you about. Very excited.
Hey Kombi Crew, welcome to our new home.
Da, 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 da.
Finally we can show you our home properly. Well, not everything, but most of it, because we've still got a few things to do, don't we, Ben?
We absolutely do. Leah, you look very, very relaxed sitting there with your cup of tea.
Nice. Yeah.
It's not been like that though, is it?
No. 5 minutes ago it was a wreck in here. I think we should start off by saying, speaking of wrecks.
Yeah, speaking of wrecks.
For those of you that don't know, we started off the UK tour with a horrible disaster.
Yeah, we crashed Boomerang. Like, before we, okay, so we've been building Boomerang, the inside in Jersey on my home island, and we were, just getting ready to leave, and the only time we're legally allowed to drive Boomerang is to the ferry. And on the way to the ferry, on the very loading dock, somebody reversed into us. Like, we just saw it coming and there was nothing we could do, and he was just
coming so fast. We're like, surely he's going to stop, because everyone was like lined up getting onto this ferry, and he just slammed into us before we even got on the ferry. It was the worst timing that we didn't even like drive him out of Jersey before we crashed him. It was horrible. You were quite shocked and angry, weren't you?
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you shouldn't be, because it's just like a fender bender. Like, we could still drive. Yeah. It's not really a massive issue. There's worse things going on in life. But after you put that much effort into building the bus, and then you just want like one day where you can go and enjoy it before you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Happy to say
it's fixed now.
Yeah, we've had it.
Okay.
We had it fixed whilst we were just away at a wedding. Some family members sorted it out. So let's just have a quick look outside. Come out with me. Dun, 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 dun. So this is the front of Boomerang at the moment.
You finally put on the emblem.
He looks all right, doesn't he? There's no big hole here, but there was a big hole there a few days ago.
Yeah, it was all dented in. It didn't look too good, but it's all good now. The guy did a really good job, actually. He matched the paint really well, and it looks good. It looks really, really good. And it's going to look even better once we take this tape off and reveal the Volkswagen emblem. He's going to look so pretty. We'll show you that later in another video.
It's drying right now. Uh-oh. More about that later.
Should we just do a tour then?
Yeah, let's have a look at the bus then. Bad news out of the way. Yeah,
it's bad news out of the way. All dealt with. Right, where should we start?
Oh, anywhere.
Cupboard. So that cupboard there is tiny. It's full of my underwear at the moment, so I'm not going to open it.
Go on, let's have a look. Okay, you don't have to do that.
No. Well, I could, but it's just not boring. So yes, Ben made the cupboard there to make use of that. So I guess it's storage area.
Hey, that cupboard's pretty big, considering.
It will probably
considering we might have had nothing there.
Yeah, we could have had nothing, but now we've got like Ben's hat storage, really.
Yeah.
Our overhead storage here, which is massive. We can't even feel it at the moment, because we're just still kind of sorting out where things go. It's really deep. There's a light in here too,
which isn't working currently.
Which isn't working. But
yeah, guys, we're still. The reason we haven't been doing this tour for a little while is because we're still dealing with teething problems. Like, I put up a lens on Patreon the other yesterday, just showing our solar panels, which I'll show you in a second. We're still installing stuff, so we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, this trip in the UK is just going to be us kind of prepping everything and getting used to the van and the new house, and also finally fixing a few things that are going to be, I guess, breaking along the way.
Yeah, it's a bit of a test run. Up to Scotland, a test run, and then we're back to Jersey for a month to kind of basically work on all of the maintenance we should have done before we hit the road. But we're still okay. Boomerang's running well, but we've got work to do before we take off towards Africa.
Got the clothes cupboard in here, and another cupboard in here.
You got enough space for your clothes?
I've got more than enough space for my clothes. Thanks, Ben.
All right.
This is our working area. Where the computer's going to be, maybe chopping, maybe reading. Storage under here.
You know what I like about that table, other than the fact that I made it, is that it can come out and squash your girlfriend, and extend up and kind of be here, so you can be kind of in the kitchen area. So it can come up to this sort of area as well, which is very useful.
Yes. Behind here is our water bottle.
Let's have a quick look at that.
Drinking water bottle. As you can see here, there's beautiful plumbing in the back there, which I won't show you now, but Ben did a great job.
Guys, there's a lot to tell you about this. Okay, so this and the electrical system we're going to go into in a separate video, and we are going to go into all of this stuff in much more detail and make a proper kind of public video. But this is just to give you guys a heads up and like first view of the Kombi as just as it's been rolling off the production line.
Yes.
Not really the production line, but yeah, we're still doing some teething problems with the water system, but that's basically a UV
water filter. We've got a water filter for our drinking water.
Yeah, so like it kills all the bugs with UV LEDs, which is low energy and really good for our water, because we're going to be getting some dodgy water. We will talk about that more in another video. This
is our kitchen storage. So we got quite a lot, actually, more than I thought. So we're going to have our food and our pots and pans, which is we still need to get. It's quite empty, but we will fill it very soon. We're on our way to do that.
We haven't even got any pots and pans yet, have we?
No. Cooker and sink. Hopefully you guys have seen that. Don't mind the mess.
We still haven't used this yet because we haven't got any gas, and we've got plumbing problems, so we haven't dealt with that either. But we will be using it. We will be cooking and stuff. That's quite a bit of storage area, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, the kitchen's pretty good. We've been using these, like, if you see, like, I don't know if you can see that, but we've been using these kind of stay shut sliding sliders. So basically you got to pull them quite hard to get them out, but that's good so they don't open on the road. Then we didn't have to use catchers. It remains to be seen how well they're going to work, but that's another little storage area. Another one up here. There's loads and loads of storage, and obviously these ones here. Finally managed to get our bamboo roof in, which it's just made the whole thing look really nice with the window frames and the da-da-da. And look, little cute little light switches, which isn't currently working, but it's cute. Yeah. And you'll notice here in the front, the cockpit, like compared to how it was when we first got Boomerang, and it was all dusty and like wires hanging, there's still a few wires hanging out because we're still doing some work, but my days.
Oh, look at the seats.
Oh, it's so much nicer here. Leah and my mum upholstered these seats, and basically we bought these kind of fancy seats and just ripped them, seat covers, and then ripped them apart, and now they look like this. It's amazing, honestly. It looks so good. Come here. Jump in, Leah. Go through the walkthrough.
It's nice to have a walkthrough.
It's a little dark in here. There you go. A little bit more light.
So yes, new seats. New the panels as well, the door panels.
Finally.
Put in with the new handles. These thingies. Storage, lots of storage. There's a lot more storage.
Even storage down here. We've got this tray we've put in underneath the dashboard. So yeah, that's that. Pretty cool. What don't we have? We don't have heating currently working, and we're having a few problems with our plumbing, as I said. But apart from that, it's pretty good. Everything's going pretty well. Under here we've got a heater that will run off the petrol tank, the gasoline tank, which is not currently installed because it's summertime in the UK. There's also one of our lithium-ion batteries, and come and have a look at this, guys. It's a little bit messy, but mostly organised. If I move that and move this, get rid of that because that doesn't work. This is our electrical cupboard. More than your standard Kombi, definitely more than our previous Kombi, but I'll be diving into exactly what's in here for all of you geeks. I know there's some of you that love this kind of stuff. Like, it's a really cool system. This is going to allow us to work off grid, and it's going to basically make life possible on the road. So I'm really excited about this. Everything's working. We just hooked up our solar panels yesterday. We just turned them on today. We are currently getting power from the sun for the first time. That feels really good. So we are this close to going off grid. You want to see the solar panels? It's gonna be hard for me to show you. Leah, how am I gonna do this? Okay, I'll hand you to Leah. We'll show the latches first, and then you can go
Okay. So these are what's holding the solar panels down. These latches here, so we can tilt it up to face the sun.
More details on all of this to follow at a later date. This is just preview, yeah?
And these are the solar panels.
How many watts of solar have we got?
It's 120 watts in the front and 250 in the back.
Which is pretty good. Previously on Capita we had 100 watts of solar on the front, just a small panel, so we have much more, and that's going to be really good. And at the back here we have been doing some fabrication of our overlanding setup. Leah, can you come and be tripod for a second? So you guys have seen like the swing out system like from Go Westy that we adapted in season 1. We've added to that, we've added this here so that it's more secure and like doesn't rock around for the bumpy roads to come. That's not new. This is new because this side had nothing on it previously. So we basically copied the same idea, copied the idea from Go Westy to have a box here. So basically this is the storage area for all of our oils and all the nasty stuff that we don't want to keep inside, all the tools and things like that we can just keep out here, lock it out here. We've also got a Wavian jerry can here, let me show you, like proper metal, like military grade jerry can, so that we can lock it up outside the vehicle as well, and it can be stored horizontally. And all of that, there's the jerry can, very good, high quality, like the best. And all of that latches like that, and it's more or less secure. And because the door is facing inward, it means that people won't be able to like break into it whilst it's locked up against the van. The downside is if we need to get into the engine in a hurry, we're going to have to undo all of this crap, but that's a small price to pay. And partly why we put the blaze cut fire extinguisher system, automatic fire extinguisher system inside the engine, because these things are kind of notorious for having leaks and fires and stuff like that. So yeah, what do you reckon, guys? What do you reckon, Leah?
Great, finally coming together.
I know, yeah, and the water tank down here.
Oh yeah, we've got the water tank in. So we filled it for the first time the other day. And we've got the water tank level, what's it called?
Water tank level.
Water tank level inside, so we can see how full it is and how empty it is.
Do you know how much capacity we've got?
No, I don't actually. What is it? 20 litres?
No, 30 I think.
30 litres.
It's like 6-7 gallons, almost 7 gallons. That's just like hand washing and shower stuff. I didn't show them the shower. But I think you guys knew that we've got a hot water system in the back too, which we haven't even thought about switching on yet. So very, very, very early days.
So So, one more thing that we have to talk about that we want to tell you guys. We will do a separate post on this, but we just want to let you guys know that for those of you who are in the area, we are going to have a meetup in the UK.
Yes.
At the end of the month.
And we can't, not the end of this month, because this is going out. We're going to post this video today, because Kombi Crew's waited long enough. But I know a lot of you aren't in the UK, but we are going to be doing a meetup, and we're hoping we're going to have a very, very exciting guest. We can't really guarantee that it's going to happen yet, but we're this close to making it happen, and so we'll announce it when we know for sure and we can lock it in. If anyone's in like kind of Western Europe and wants to come and hang out with us and explore, you should come and meet up with us. We'll post details soon. It's going to be really good.
Great to meet you all, and we'll be filming it too for those of you who can't join us too for the Kombi Crew. So
yeah, you'll want to see that video regardless, because of hopefully the special guest that will be arriving.
Excited.
Yes. What else? I feel like we've got a million things to tell them. Oh, we should probably explain why we haven't been doing videos.
Yeah.
It's because we've been doing all of this. We have been so busy with like just building this and getting everything ready and getting on the road, so in time for us to be able to use the rest of Leah's visa and film season 2 in like kind of Scotland and the rest of the UK. So that's why we had to focus on just getting this stuff together, and we haven't put out any videos yet, but we've got some in the pipeline. So this is a real-time update, but we do have like more from the story about how the whole bus came together, with a lot more details and the backstory and all the good stuff that you are supporting us to help us make in the episodes. So that's coming. All right, guys, I think we'll leave it there, because we know you guys are busy, but thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you for your support.
New video out soon, and the post about the meetup out soon too, so keep an eye on Patreon and the Kombi Crew
on YouTube too. Yeah, we'll post it there on the channel members feed. All right, guys, wish us luck for our first days on the road. I'm nervous. I'm so
nervous
excited.
now that we've already had an accident, so hopefully we won't have any more
accidents. That's out the way.
That's out the way, done, dusted.
Yeah, so it's all plain sailing from here. We're gonna have a blast. I cannot wait. Like the amount of time that we've had this Kombi, and now we can finally go off grid.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Bring it on.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.